Hey, what's up guys, Snoomy Minotaur here, and today it is finally time for me to talk about, well, we all know what we're talking about here, what I'm about to talk about, Fortnite OG. It's finally here, and you can tell from the title of this video, I am speechless. I have no words for how amazing this season is right now. Not only has this brought back so many people to the game, like I was recently just playing with one of my friends who I haven't played in a long time with, and we were having a blast, but the game itself feels like a return to form in an amazing way, and also updating it with new stuff that we already have in the game currently and making it even better. I'm not kidding when I say this. This is probably the most fun I have had in a season since last season, honestly. You all know I made my videos talking about last season. I loved last season, and this season so far, even though it's been just a few days, it's already up there as an S tier for a lot of people. So let's get into my first thoughts and opinions about this season. I guess we'll start off with the battle pass, or in this case it's called the OG pass, or let me just rephrase this here for what they're calling this season. Chapter Fortnite OG, Season Fortnite OG. I wish I was kidding. That's literally what they're calling the cosmetics, like in the description. Try to say that 5 times fast, but anyways, the battle pass, while there's not a lot of cosmetics in here, it is a damn good one. Might as well start by talking about the skins here. Spectre Knight, this is the tier 1 skin, and my goodness, there is so many things to talk about with this skin. Not only can this skin be super customizable with different color options, and later on during the season, we're going to get a bunch of different helmet styles, helmet patterns, and a bunch of just body patterns in general, but you can also put your banner on this skin. It's pretty much an endless customizable skin here, and this is the first skin you get out of the battle pass. Like, what? I was not expecting this skin to be as good and as customizable as I thought it was, because the trailer seemed like it was going to be a little bit limited, but my goodness, this is a very strong skin, arguably one of the best tier 1 skins I think we have ever seen, period. And not to mention, I might as well talk about the pickaxe here too. It is also insanely customizable as well. Not as customizable obviously as the skin, but my goodness, it's also just phenomenal. One of the best pickaxes I think we've had in a long time. Then we have the little split skin here. This is actually the first of basically a few remixed skins that we have in this battle pass, which I did kind of call that they would most likely do this in one of my videos where I talked about this season earlier, that they were going to do something similar to Season X and make this like a remixed battle pass, because I don't see them realistically doing all original type skins here, and I'm glad they did this in this type of route, because obviously Lil Split is obviously Peely and Lil Whip in one skin, and it is absolutely hilarious. Bunch of edit styles. The skin is just absolutely hilarious. Then we got Renegade Lynx. Obviously Renegade Raider and Lynx in one skin, and my goodness, I don't know if this is a Headhunter or a Jenny skin. Can somebody confirm that to me in the comment section, because I don't have this skin as of right now, but she kind of does look like one. Just gonna say that up front. But they did a phenomenal job with this skin. Different edit styles from not only the Lynx skin, but also with the Renegade Raider as well. And then we have Omega Rock, which is Omega and Ragnarok in one skin. And not only does this skin look sick as hell, but you can have the Omega lights on this. Like, what? That's insane. And you don't even need to grind the levels for this. Like, you can legit just get this straight off the bat. Like, what? And I didn't even get the chance to talk about the emotes here, which I might as well talk about them here. They are really good, especially the first emote out of the battle pass, Flashback Breakdown. I was gonna make a video, I think over a year ago, talking about ideas which I would really like to see with Fortnite cosmetics. This was one of the ideas I really wanted to see, was an emote that basically had a whole bunch of mashups of other existing very popular and iconic emotes. And we got this in this battle pass, and this was done flawlessly. This is one of the best emotes we have gotten at a battle pass in a very long time. And it doesn't even talk about the do the split emote as well, which is basically the drip and flavor emote, but for obviously the new Peely skin, which is hilarious. But yeah, this battle pass is freaking amazing. I mean, for just the amount of stuff that's in here, it's just absolutely insane. While I do see some complaints from this battle pass saying, oh, it's an original, for 950 V-Bucks, it's not worth it, even though you get 1,000 V-Bucks back anyways, I will still say, in terms of the stuff that we got here, this is the smallest battle pass we've ever had since the very first one that we ever had, Chapter 1 Season 2. This is a damn good one, and I very much mean it. Now we gotta talk about the gameplay. where do I start with this, huh? Like, what do I need to say about this? It's Chapter 1 Fortnite, brought in with the new graphics. They've updated the map to have zip lines and like rifts in zero build, which it's crazy that they kept zero build in. Not only that, they've updated the loot pool to make it kind of similar to what we've been getting throughout these past few seasons, and that is common through legendary weapons, depending on what guns actually have that rarity. And just imagine, this is only the first few days. This season is going to be updating so drastically. We're going to get a bunch of map changes, a bunch of different loot pool changes, and it's just insane to think about that. Like, with them bringing back old weapons and actually making them better is crazy. Like, I'm not even kidding. They buffed up like ATKs, for example. They're a lot faster now. They made the semi-auto sniper rifle from one of the worst guns ever in Fortnite to actually being pretty overpowered, or in this case, most likely the best sniper in the loot pool. And that's saying a lot because my hunting rifle is back. I love that gun so much. Buffing up the pump shotgun to let the legendary one do 200 damage again. The burst assault rifle coming back. Spike traps coming back, and we still have so many other things coming back, like drift boards and my infantry rifle. It's one of my favorite ARs ever. Like, there's so much to talk about with this season. It's insane with how much content they're going to be putting into here, with all the map changes that are be coming up. We're going to be having a live event most likely at the end of this season, and just everything that's happening. It's insane. I have to say that the map itself, with the new graphics, with the locations, they nailed it. They absolutely nailed it. Literally, as I'm recording this video, the player count just recently hit 6 million people playing the game. I don't think I've ever seen that number since like the Travis Scott event. I know that one had like over 10 million, I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments section, but this basically brought back Fortnite, and it's only going to be here for a month, which I really hope they consider keeping this in for longer than a month, or making this like a permanent game mode or something to have it rotate out of each week of the seasons that we're going to be going into. That would be cool. Maybe we might see other things added in from other chapters. Maybe we might see other mobility items be put in here. I highly doubt it, because maybe that would take away from the experience, but we have mantling and sprinting in here, which actually works really well on the chapter 1 map. Maybe it's possible. However, there are a few things I can criticize here about this season. The first one, and I think this is the biggest one here, is the heal situation, most notably with the shields. I find it really difficult to find like small shields and obviously regular big pots pretty much almost anywhere. Like, I barely have found any of those, but yet the most common thing to find for heals is chug jugs. Like, shouldn't that be the other way around in that type of regard? I can understand where people are gonna say like this was kind of something that was back in the day to where shields were very difficult to get, but more or less that was like from seasons 1 through 3. Ever since like seasons 4 and onward, they've been a lot easier to find, and I don't know why they went with this idea. I mean, I can understand if this is the case here, if this was an intentional change, but I really hope they consider buffing up the amount of like smalls and obviously big pots that you would find on the map. And the other negative, which I actually have with this season, is the item shop, which stay tuned to the channel because I have a bone to pick with the item shop, especially from the recent shops that we have had. So stay tuned to the channel for that video. But the item shops have been pretty bad. I can get where they're coming from, to where they want to make the shops very small, look like the original shops back in the day, but I don't think it realistically works that well. Maybe have the section rotate out normally, like the featured and obviously like the daily tabs, but keep in the other stuff that makes the shops good, because having no emotes in the shop, and even at like the first big major rotation, there was like I think 3 packs, and one of them was like a V-Buck pack. The other 2 costed money, which was just very odd. I do hope that they change that at some point. Maybe they might reconsider it. I don't know though. But overall, Fortnite OG is like a fresh, like, no words. I guess that's the best way to put it. Like, I'm jumbling up my words because there's no words to talk about with this, because this is something a lot of people have been asking for. More or less, it's been memed a lot on Twitter and on YouTube, and it's crazy to see that this is actually reality, and I cannot wait to see what they do with this season, because so far this could be a top tier season. I don't want to jump to conclusions by saying that, but they could potentially be a top tier season if they don't screw this up. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today's video. I really hope you all enjoyed. If you did happen to enjoy this video, consider subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to check out my Twitter, aka my X account. Socials are all on screen. Thank you all so much for watching. I love every single one of you. Remember, everyone, it's always good to take chances.